What's up, guys? Welcome to what is actually week number 5 of my summer programming, even though for I think all of last week I was still saying week 3. I don't know, I can't count, but it is week 5. I had mentioned in the deadlift video from last week that I noticed a couple of flaws in my squat training that I had written, mainly being that I never adjusted my training max down from my actual max. And just with some of the rep ranges, I wanted to make a few adjustments. So what I'll be doing is over the next 4 weeks, kind of repeating the first half of that 8-week split that I had set. Changed up some of the rep ranges. I'm going to be staying in 6s, 5s, and 4s instead of just working in 5s and triples. And I'll be using a 575 training max for my squat instead of a 600, which I think will allow me to get a little bit better quality practice in, and then I'll maybe adjust that up after those 8 weeks. So other than that, everything else is going to stay pretty similar. Squats today felt really good. I added the shoulder rock into my warm-up sequence and actually supersetted that with some goblet squats in sets of 10. And I really like that combination, so I'm going to try that out for a couple more weeks and see if it was a fluke or if it is actually something that I really enjoy doing. Scheduled for 4 sets of 6 reps today at 70%, so this is 355 for what ended up being just 3 sets recorded, but I did 4 total sets of 6. And you can see on these that I have pretty good speed. My positioning is great. I'm getting good drive out of the bottom, and just everything looks a lot better than it did last week. And I'm still in the Olympic shoes. The other thing I'm going to be testing out over the next 4 weeks at least is having these be my shoes for my non-wrapped squat days that are also higher volume, and then using the flats with wraps, the Reebok Light TRs, when I'm doing my wrapped squatting, and seeing if I actually get a little bit more out of the knee wraps without the heeled shoe. We'll see. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to tell in a couple of working sets whether or not that's the case, but that's the other I guess question that I have going into the next 4 weeks. Other than that, these all felt really good. Sets of 6 are significantly more difficult than sets of 4 and made me feel like a fat chain smoker, but that means that they're good for me. In keeping with some of the changes that I made to a few of the rep ranges, I'm also going to be syncing up the reps for my accessory work, so that way I'm keeping a similar training stimulus with each session, since I am undulating the different volumes and intensities. This means that on the days where I'm working in the 6s, I'm going to keep the front squats in 6s. On the days where I'm dipping into the 4s and my 80 and 85% work with wraps, I'm also going to be front squatting in sets of 4, and I'm also going to be using some wraps with those so I can get some heavier front squatting in on those days. I feel like this will create a little bit more congruency between the main work and the accessory work, and make it so that I'm not necessarily trying to get 2 different kinds of adaptation out of the same session. So there's some good reasoning behind this, and some things that I've read have kind of also alluded to this, but it's not something that I've done in the past. So that is another thing that I'm looking to learn over the next couple of weeks. Other than that, went 3 sets of 6 with 285. These gassed the shit out of me, and I kind of wanted to die afterwards, but they went pretty well. Followed it with 4 sets of leg press, and then shut it down for the day. Anyways, that is it. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, be my friend in all the places you can be my friend at. And as always, if you're interested in any of the programs we offer here at the gym, check us out, www.savategym.com. Also go listen to Chalk Talk, chalktalk.tv.